Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. So, question I've been asked is, what is Python? Well, Python has been around since the 1990s. It's a popular programming language that's been used for general purpose programming. For example, like creating websites, AI, machine learning, just to mention a few areas. Okay, so it's been popular for that for many years. There are many frameworks in Python that you can use. For example, Kivy is one framework that comes to mind. Now, Kivy is used for building apps, and also one of the most famous Python ones is Django, which you might have heard of. That's for building web applications. So you might be asking yourself, what has Python done on the internet? So, well, Python has been used to create everything from Netflix recommendation algorithms to software that is used to control driverless cars. It's also used in data science, automation software, scripting, and is well known for being able to get the job done with the least amount of code. So that's what Python is famous for. Okay, so also the code is very simple to write. It's got an English-like syntax, so it's very easy to read and write, and it's very quick to write programs in Python as well. Okay, so what are the main uses for Python? Well, as mentioned before, machine learning and data analysis, data science are popular uses for Python, and automating everyday tasks as well as web development, apps, scripting and automation programs. So those are just a few things that Python can do. So the next question that people ask is, why is Python so popular? Okay, the number one reason Python is so popular is it's easy to write syntax, and the syntax looks like English. Okay, number two, it can be used to do many things and many tasks. It's a general purpose programming language. Okay, number three, it's very easy for beginners to learn, so there's not a steep learning curve on it like other languages like C, C++, etc. Number four, it's open source and it's free as free beer. Okay, number five, with Python you get lots of modules and libraries that you can use in your programs. Number six, it's got a large active community supporting it, so there's plenty of support and documentation and things like that, especially for beginners. And the last one here, a lot of Python jobs to be had. Python is very popular at the moment, especially in the jobs market. Okay, we've got some Python facts here, frequently asked questions about Python. So lots of people ask, how long does it take to learn Python? Well, that's up to you. I mean, have you come from another programming language? If you've come from another programming language, it's going to be easier. Or are you a complete beginner? You've never programmed before. Anyway, the figure tends to be anything from 6 months to a year, depending on how much time you put in, for example. And you know, if you want to get good fast, you should put in about at least an hour a day every day, 6 months or a year, and see how you go with it. Also, you need to try lots and lots of projects and stuff like that, you know, like my site, for example. You know, you can mess around with the code there, you can write the code and you can alter it and stuff like that. So that's how you actually learn. Okay, so who uses Python? Well, there's lots of companies out there using Python, organizations. Some of the big ones are Google, Meta, Spotify, Dropbox. These are just a few. Okay, so what job can I get with Python? Well, there's lots of jobs out there. So the ones that spring to mind are data journalist, software engineer, data scientist, AI developer, software engineer, and cloud architect, just to name but a few. So I hope that's answered some of your questions, and just check out some of the examples that I've got for you here. Okay folks, here's just a few examples to whet your appetite. So maths in Python, or let's start with the print command first. So we're going to print the easiest program out there, especially in Python. This is all you do, the old hello world program. Hello world. Okay, we just save it there. Okay, and we're just going to run it. So let's have a look what the output is. There we go. Hello world. Yeah, very interesting. Okay, let's make that a little bit more interesting. If we put the asterisks in here, we can times it by 5. Now, what's the output going to be for that? Okay. Hello world times by 5. There we go. Okay. So that's the basic print command. Let's have a look at something else. Let's have a look at a little bit of maths here to use Python as a calculator. So let's create a variable called x. X is equal to 55. Another variable, y, is equal to 55, x, y, and z is equal to x plus y. Okay, and then we are going to print z there for you. Let's just save it, and then we shall run the program. These are just random examples of Python. So there we go, we get 110. You want to divide that. Okay, let's divide that. 55 into 55, hey, it goes once, of course. Of course, you can use subtraction, etc. You can use modulus and stuff like that there. So let's have a look at strings, and I'm going to call this my string. Okay, string type data, which is basically text, which we enclose like this. So this is my string. Okay, and the my string bit there, this is the variable. This piece of information string here is going to be stored in that variable, and to retrieve it we just need to refer to it. So if I wanted to print out that, I would just say my string. There we go. So we just save that, and we're going to print out my string. There we go. So you can see what the output there is. This is my string. Okay, let's have a look. So how long is my string? How long is a piece of string? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have to put the len function here. Okay, and enclose that again, and let's check out how long my string is. Okay, so we're going to run that there. Run. So 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yes, it also counts the white spaces here. Okay, and let's have a look. What can we do for the last example here? Okay, I'm going to, let's say, create a function. Function, let's say hello. Okay, so I'm going to create a function here. Okay, I'm going to put something inside this function. We're going to put, say, hello. Let's say again 5 times. Okay, right, now what we're going to do is we're just going to save this function here, and then we're going to run it and see what happens when we run it like this. Just check this out. Okay, so nothing's happened. Whoa, surprise, surprise, no output. Why is there no output? Because I haven't called the string, so I'm going to have to call it by naming it like that, hello. Okay, so this is how I'm going to have to call this string. So let's save it again, and we're just going to check out what the output is here. Let's run the module, and there you go. Hello, 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 hello. Okay, so I hope that's been answered your question. What is Python? And if you're interested in learning Python, check out this channel. I do lots and lots of examples here. I've got some mini projects and everything, and you can use this code, and it's fun code because basically we're just experimenting with code here. We're doing lots of different things, applying lots of different techniques that we're learning, and we're just having a jolly good time with it. So remember, if you like the channel, please consider subscribing, give me a thumbs up, and remember, Bob's your uncle and Fanny is your auntie. Bye-bye.